Second, action of alkalis. With alkalis, it is converted into chromate, which on acidifying gives back dichromate. So K2Cr2O7 plus 2KOH, the products are 2K2CrO4 plus H2O. Then 2K2CrO4 plus H2SO4, we get K2Cr2O7 plus K2SO4 plus H2O. In dichromate solution, the dichromate ions are in equilibrium with chromate ions at pH equal to 4. That equilibrium can be represented as H2O plus Cr2O7 2 minus, changing into CrO4 2 minus plus 2H plus ions. Third is action of concentrated sulfuric acid. There are two ways for this reaction. A. In cold solution, K2Cr2O7 plus 2H2SO4, the products are 2CrO3 plus 2KHSO4 plus H2O. B. In hot conditions, 2K2Cr2O7 plus 8H2SO4, the products are 2K2SO4 plus 2Cr2SO4 whole 3 plus 8H2O plus 3O2. Fourth is a very important property of potassium dichromate, that is oxidizing properties. It's a powerful oxidizing agent. It behaves as, the equation is 14 H ions plus Cr2O7 2 minus the dichromate ion plus 6I minus, giving 2Cr3 plus 3I2 plus 7H2O. This is the liberation of iodine from iodide, or oxidation of iodide ion into I2 with the help of dichromate. B. It oxidizes ferrous salts to ferric salts. The reaction can be shown with the help of a complete equation as K2Cr2O7 plus 7H2SO4 plus 6FeSO4, giving K2SO4 plus Cr2SO4 whole 3 plus 3Fe2SO4 whole 3 plus 2H2O. But it is better to write the equations in the ionic form. So the first half can be written as 6I minus plus 14H plus Cr2O7 2 minus, giving 2Cr3 plus 7H2O. Remember, E naught for this reaction is plus 1.33 volt. Well, the second half is Fe plus 2 oxidized into Fe3 plus 6 plus electron. Multiply second half by 6 and add the two half, we get the result 14H plus dichromate ion plus 6 ferrous ions, giving 6 ferric ions plus 2 chromic ions plus 7H2O. In this manner, other equations can be prepared. So, it oxidizes sulfide ion into sulfur. The complete equation is K2Cr2O7 plus 4H2SO4 plus 3H2S, changing into K2SO4 plus Cr2SO4 whole 3 plus 7H2O plus 3S. D. It oxidizes nitrites to nitrates. The complete equation is K2Cr2O7 plus 4H2SO4 plus 3NaNO2, giving K2SO4 plus Cr2SO4 whole 3 plus 3NaNO3 plus 4H2O. E. It oxidizes SO2 to sulfate ion according to the equation K2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4 plus 3SO2 giving K2SO4 plus Cr2SO4 whole 3 plus 3H2O. All these equations, as I have suggested earlier, should be prepared by breaking them into two half equations. That is a convenient method. Finally, we can write that it oxidizes ethyl alcohol to acid aldehyde and acetic acid. Here is an important reaction that is known as chromyl chloride test. In fact, it is a confirmatory test for chloride ion that we shall study again in the chapter of analytical chemistry in the unit 6. Anyway, presently we can read, when heated with concentrated HCl or with chloride in presence of sulfuric acid, reddish brown vapors of chromyl chloride are obtained. So reaction can be written as K2Cr2O7 plus 4KCl plus 6H2SO4 giving 2CrO2Cl2. This compound is called chromyl chloride plus 6KHSO4 plus 3H2O. These vapors of chromyl chloride are then passed into NaOH solution where a yellow coloration of sodium chromate takes place. Thus, this reaction is used in the detection of chloride ions in qualitative analysis. Finally, let us have a look on the structure of dichromate ions. It is as shown here in the figure. The important things to be noted are that this ion has two types of chromium oxygen bond lengths and the bond angle is 126 degree. Bond angle means CrO-Cr bond angle. Well, next compound number 4 is potassium permanganate KMnO4. Its preparation on a large scale is, it is prepared from the mineral pyrolusite, that is MnO2. The preparation involves the following steps. Number 1, conversion of MnO2 into potassium manganate. So this is done